আসসালামু আলাইকুম। জাতীয় বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের ব্যবস্থাপনা বিভাগের অনার্স দ্বিতীয় বর্ষের ছাত্রছাত্রীদের আন্তরিকভাবে অভিনন্দন ও শুভেচ্ছা। প্রিয় বন্ধুগণ, গত ভিডিওতে আমি খ বিভাগ এবং গ বিভাগ সাজেশন দিয়েছি। আজকে আমি ক বিভাগ অথবা অতি সংক্ষিপ্ত প্রশ্ন উত্তর সাজেশন প্রদান করব। এখান থেকে আপনারা 100% কমন পাবেন ইনশাআল্লাহ। আজকের বিষয় হচ্ছে ব্যবসায়ে যোগাযোগ। বিষয় কোড হচ্ছে 222603। তাহলে শুরু করি।
ব্যবসায় যোগাযোগ সাজেশন। ক বিভাগ, অতি সংক্ষিপ্ত প্রশ্ন ও উত্তর। 1. হোয়াট ইজ হরিজন্টাল প্রসেস? আনস. Horizontal process of communication means communication flows from sender to receiver horizontally. 2. What is decoding? Ans. Decoding is the process by which the receiver assigns meaning to the symbols encoded by the sender. 3. What is circular process? Ans. The process which flows in a circular way is called circular communication process. 4. What is Newcomb model? Ans. Newcomb communication model is like triangular shape. In this model, existence of three parties to execute the functions of communication has been shown. 5. What is feedback? Ans. Feedback is the return message or response from the receiver to the sender. 6. What is feedback model? Ans. The feedback model implies the system or existence of feedback in the communication process. 7. What is message? Ans. When there is any interest or intention or idea in the mind of sender, he makes encoding of such which is known as message. 8. What is circular model of communication? Ans. This model highlights two-way communication. Here the importance is given on the response of the receiver. So, sender always anticipates feedback from the receiver. 9. What is communication model? Ans. A communication model describes how communications works. 10. What are the informal communication networks? Ans. I. Single strand chain, II. Gossip chain, III. Probability chain and IV. Cluster chain. 11. Define external operational communication. Ans. Communication that takes place with the customers, suppliers, banks and other concerned outsiders is known as external operational communication. 12. What do you mean by horizontal communication? Or, what is horizontal communication? Ans. Communication between employees of same level is known as horizontal communication. 13. What is meant by mass communication? Or, define mass communication. Ans. When communication takes place among large group of people, then it can be termed as mass communication. 14. Define communication skills. Ans. The techniques which help to reduce or eliminate the chance of misunderstanding can be termed as communication skills. 15. Define formal communication. Ans. Communication by using the formal official channel can be termed as formal communication. 16. What is informal communication? Ans. Communication without using formal channel is known as informal communication. 17. Mention three major advantages of informal communication. Ans. I. Free flow of information. II. Flexibility এবং III. Enhance mutual trust. 18. Mention two disadvantages of non-verbal communication. Ans. I. Vague and imprecise. II. Difficult to understand. 19. What is downward communication? Ferrer. Ans. Downward communication is the flow of information from higher authority to lower authority. 20. What do you mean by brevity of business letter? Ans. Brevity is one of the essential qualities of business letter. Therefore, to draft any by letter, The writer or sender must be specific the paint and disclose everything in brief. 21. What is ultimatum letter? Ans. Ultimatum letter is a final proposition to one whose rejection will end negotiations and resort force or other direct action. 22. What are the paths of effective writing? Ans. Paths of effective writing 1. Act, clear, II, concise, III, complete. IV, correct and V, courtesy. 23. What is oral communication? Ans. Exchanging views with others through words is known as oral communication. 24. What are the media of oral communication? Ans. Face-to-face conversation, telephone, video conference, interview, meeting etc. 25. What is meant by interview? Ans. Interview is a systematic oral technique for obtaining data directly from an individual. 26. What is agenda? Ans. List of subject matters to be discussed in a meeting is called agenda. 27. What is notice? Ans. Notice is given to the shareholders of a company to inform them about a meeting. 28. Who is a proxy? Ans. A proxy is a legal representative of a shareholder who is entitled to vote in a meeting on behalf of the original shareholder. 29. What is a resolution? Ans. A motion becomes a resolution when it is adopted by the majority members of a meeting. 30. What are the list of mass communication skills? Ans. Encoding skills and decoding skills help to test the skill of mass communication. 31. How many types of media of mass communication? Ans. There are two types of media of mass communication like direct mass media. 2. Indirect mass media. Both. 3. Write down some essential factors of mass communication. Ans. I. More than one party. II. Appropriate media. III. Exchange of opinions. IV. Place of origin. V. Acceptability and feedback. 33. What is speech? Ans. Speech means talking, discussing or narrating on a specific matter or any other thing. 34. What is face-to-face communication? Ans. What one person discusses his views, opinion to another person and exchange their views in presence of both, then it is called face-to-face communication. 35. What is formal meeting? Ans. When a meeting is arranged following to prescribed rules and regulations or official decorum of an enterprise, it is called formal meeting. 36. What is body language? Ans. When we communicate with others without words but with the help of different parts of our body, that is called body language. 37. What is visual communication? Ans. When any news, information are depicted graphically and with help of a picture, it is termed as visual communication. 38. Define proxemics. Ans. Proxemics is the study of how we communicate with the space around us. Involves how we arrange personal space and what we arrange in it. 39. What is line charts? Ans. When the information is shown on a graph through line, it is called line charts. 40. What is pie chart? Ans. When the information is shown through a circle, it is called pie chart.